Welcome back to the Cockney Reds YouTube channel. We're here today to review the win against Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday. Joining me, we've got Antonio, aka Michael Carrick. Before we get into it, though, we're trying to get to 10 likes. And if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. And yeah, with no further ado, let's get into it. Michael Carrick, 4 in 4. Something that Amrim never managed to do, but let's forget about him for now. Let's go straight in.
We can't. It's still fresh in our minds. We can't forget about him, man. He needs to be arrested.
Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. I was going to say revenge, but it's not really about that. It's just about us winning the game. How did you feel after that victory yesterday?
Yeah, you know what? I expected the win. I always felt like Fulham was going to be tricky. But with Tottenham, I just felt, given the timing, I know they got 2-2 against City and all that good stuff, but we're in a good momentum of form. It was going to be at home. They've got so many injuries. It's crazy. I mean, I think they got Kudus out, Maddison out, Kulusevski out, just so many players, good players as well. I just knew that, yeah, we'll be able to beat this team. It's not going to be like old times or anything like that or anything of recent. We'll beat them.
I forgot about them players because I don't think they had them for the first game we played against them, actually. Maybe, I don't think any of them players.
They might have had Kudus, but they haven't had Kulusevski the whole season. They didn't have Maddison. I think even Richarlison's injured. Not that I think he's good anyway. Yeah. But they got a lot of injuries. Yeah, they've got a lot of injuries. Is it Davis left back as well? I think.
No, he don't play left back for them. They play a doggy or who started, or they'll play Jed Spence.
Oh, the other guy, Porro. He's injured as well.
Porro didn't play. Yeah, they got a lot of injuries.
They got a lot of injuries. And then Ndogi went off as well.
Yeah,
he was injured. Yeah, so they had a lot of injuries.
But the only thing I was thinking was that Tottenham had the the fourth best away record going into this game. And as you mentioned, they just drew 2-2 with City as well. But you were just confident. Are you kind of fully over the?
No, I take it game by game, and I'll look at the opposition. I'll look at the timing. Fulham, I knew was going to be tricky. I just knew it. Like I just knew that it was just going to be tricky, man. I mean, we didn't have the video to talk about it, but yeah, I just knew Fulham's a bit of a tricky customer. Their midfield, they're quite well drilled. The manager's good, but with Spurs, I just felt like we were able to get something out of Spurs. Even with West Ham, I'm less confident playing West Ham than I am with Spurs.
Yeah,
we'll get on to the whole West Ham thing, but playing I know West Ham are not doing too good, but playing them away, they just won away at Burnley 2-0. They're at home, Upton Park, with midweek. Midweek sometimes can be a bit funny. I don't know, you know what I mean? Anything can happen. Like, this is banana skins. They're in a little bit of a relegation. I said little bit. They're in a relegation fight. Let's see. We just have to manage the game well. But we've got, we're different now anyway. So I'm hoping we're able to. Yeah, we'll get on to that. Yeah.
So I think it's like 3 and 4, but we'll get on to them. All right. But yeah, I haven't spoken to you actually since before the Fulham game. So obviously, the Fulham game, cruising 2-0, got back to 2-2. My man Sesko scores the winner in that game to make it 3-2. So riding into this one, it was also on the backdrop because I went up there yesterday to Old Trafford as well. And the backdrop as well was the Busby Babes. And you can really kind of feel the atmosphere was building around the fact that obviously it's the anniversary for Munich as well before that game. But so going into that game then, you were just feeling... were you happy with the starting lineup? With obviously Sesko still being on the bench again. Were you happy with the fact that it lined up in that way?
Yeah, honestly, right now, I know Sesko did score that winner and all this kind of thing, but Mbeumo for me, like there's no one else I want the ball to fall to in that box. Like, I don't want to be too overcritical of Sesko. It's not fair. He done a good goal against Fulham, won us the game, blah, blah, blah. But even then, you know, I think there was a chance that we had Bruno's put in a great cross. He's even probably got time to chest it, put it down. He's just not there yet. He might get there. He probably will. He's young. He's learning. But at the moment, where we are in our journey, Mbeumo's first choice for me. And
you mean for the Spurs game?
Huh?
You mean at the Spurs game, that chance that he had at the end?
Yeah, that chance he had at the end. Like, do you know what I mean? But if he scored that, then it would be like, oh, He's really trying to say, but
it?
when he did it, it shows to me like, okay, you're still in your journey, you're still young, so I get that. That's fine. Come in and around when when we need to change the game around situation. But for me, was I happy with the starting 11? Yes. Like, don't try to fix something which isn't broken. Mbeumo for me has to be starting centre forward. If there's any chances that we get, he's the coolest head that we've got. Him and Bruno. There's no reason why he should be any further away from goal. He needs to be as close to goal as possible. The ball's coming in. That goal he scored, we'll go into it, but he's not smashed at it. He's not snatched at it. It's just guided it in. And he's been doing that. We're away at the Emirates, all the crowd on you. He just rounded the keeper. Bang. Well, on a counter-attack against City, he lets the ball go across him. Bang.
He's on it right now, man. He's on fire right now. Like and against all the big teams. I know Tottenham aren't really that big anymore, but like the traditional big sticks. I mean, he scored against. I think he scored against all of them, other than Chelsea, where he got the red card still. But I mean, we'll start then because I need to watch the game back actually. But at the very beginning, Bruno set Mbeumo up, and I think did he knock it wide? But this is like right at the start. So we started the game like on fire. I felt like
we did. I saw that he hit it sort of like near post high and like wide a little bit, which I was quite surprised at him. I think he was trying to almost probably trick the keeper because traditional sort of you go bottom corner on that side, but he's probably thinking, let me go high and into the top corner or something. But it's fine. It was early days. He's probably testing things out, and then he got his goal anyway. So I mean, with the game. Yeah, we controlled the game so well for me. I mean, they had little spells. I think Zami Simmons got a shot on goal with a left foot, but I didn't ever feel like we was in danger like that. I didn't feel like the game was pretty much always controlled, especially when we got like Maguire and especially Martinez at the back. His ball playing ability into the midfield, into the strikers. Everyone's just so calm now. The confidence, like you're getting the ball off. Unless we have to go long, then we'll go long. If not, we're playing it, we're keeping it. We'll just keep moving it around the sides, keep moving it around until something opens up. So, team selection perfect. We handled the game well. We managed it well. Obviously, the red card helped a lot. I'm not really that surprised. Romero is really erratic, as well as he's erratic, but he does well for them, to be honest, because he's a few goals. I was at the Tottenham Stadium for the Borussia Dortmund game in the Champions League. They won like 2-0.
Okay,
At the moment, because they've got so many injuries, it's funny. He's a centre back, but he's one of their main players.
Champions League, they're riding high. I think he's their captain now as well, actually. So
he's one of their main players, but he's like that. He's on the edge. He's on the edge. I don't know if it's an Argentinian thing as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember that Rojo, like Martinez, they're all a bit, like, they're just a bit.
Do you remember that standout Martinez did, like where he just jumped and he didn't get a red card, but he jumped 2-footed, like.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bit, like, I don't know, that South American. I don't know, but that helps a lot. It just really calmed it all down. But
so wait, when you saw the red card, then did at any point Everton cross your mind, or did you feel like this is something different?
No, we're in different hands now, man. Like you said, we don't really want to go backwards into Amarin, but I just. Even when I think back to some of those results and the things he was doing, I don't know what was going on, man. Like when we're trying to chase a game, he's changing centre backs, and Carrick ain't doing that. He's not from that. He's not cut from that cloth. He's going, Sesko, get on there, boom, get the balls in the box. He'll go 2 up top. Let's do this. I was never thinking, this could be Everton again, because just Carrick wouldn't approach it like that. First of all, he'll just steady the ship. And then if he needs to pile pressure, he'll pile pressure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when we're away at the Emirates, and I think it's even 2-2, or, we were losing 2-1, or we went up 2-1. I can't remember what the score was. He's throwing on Sesko. He's throwing on Cunha.
All good gets injured, isn't it? 2-1, and then it's like, he brings him on.
So. Yeah, Amram might not have even done that. He was always changing centre-backs. Do you know what I mean? So, no, I didn't think Everton... I just think now we're really in control now. Like we're really in control. The team knows what they want to do, like the passing, everything. Like it's really in good control now. So West Ham, I think we should get the 3 points, but it's going to be tricky. They're going to try and fire themselves up for the game. Relegation. What we don't really want to do is let them get any like early goals or anything like that. What we'd want. There's like an early set piece goal, 1-0. The crowd's onto them a little bit. Then they have to push. spaces open up. Bruno starts finding pockets. Ahmad on the break. Mbeumo 2-0. Lights out. They start leaving about 70 minutes, 80 minutes. They call it quits. So yeah, that's what we want, man.
So that first goal then, I mean, you talked about a set piece then. That first goal that went in then, obviously that was a well-worked set piece. Mainu, I thought I mean, everything worked well. So Mainu obviously running out and then leaving Mbeumo in the corner. So first of all, the composure, because Mbeumo apparently said he'd done it a few times in training and skied him every time. So what do you think about the composure that Mbeumo brings to this team? And also, I guess Mainu's involvement, because for me it was Mainu's best game of the season. I mean, I haven't played many games.
Yeah. You know what? You say that, but I was actually a bit, because I watched the game from start to finish. One criticism I'll give Mainu, his passing. Sometimes his passing is not punched in enough. It's not crisp enough for me. Sometimes, obviously, yeah, he done that assist. But apart from that, there's been other times where it's just like, really get your foot behind it and give it into your players. That really just irks me sometimes. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that's just like the basic part of the game. And sometimes, obviously, him getting the ball, receiving it, turning in between two players and all that kind of good stuff, he's good at that. Do you know what I mean? But just passing it like bang, it's just sometimes it just looks off.
Especially the start. But one thing I noticed though is he always, like, his movement's quite clever in terms of trying to make himself available for that pass. I can't remember how many passes he made yesterday, but he's kind of always tried to make himself available in the right moments. And he is like you said, he's just so composed on the ball. But yeah, sometimes it's just about having that right level of that right pass for your teammate, innit? Just having that can boost him. And the only other change I was going to make actually, or considering that we might make before the game when I was chatting to Colps actually, was potentially swapping right back for Mazraoui. But since Carrick's come in, Dalot at right back, he's been doing a few bits.
Dalot will do that though. Dalot will do that. You know what I mean? Like he's I think the rumors are like he's a really good head around the change room. He works hard, he fights, he trains well and everything like that. We can question his quality, but you can never question his commitment. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's always gonna try. So, when the team's playing well, then he's probably one of them players, then he's probably gonna be playing well as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But sometimes you get players when the team's not playing so well, then they probably might not be playing well as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, as opposed to I'm still going to drag the team kicking and screaming, even though the rest of the team's not playing well, I'm going to play. I don't think he's that type of player. So, but he's been playing well. I think all the players, everyone's been playing well, to be honest. I can't fault anybody. I think everyone's been doing really well. Dalot's been doing well. I mean, I think if we had more games, maybe it would have been a chance for us to put in Mazraoui, but I think Dalot's giving Carrick something to think about. Just like, look, maybe he might be thinking, Mazraoui's a good player. I want to bring him in, but Dalot's not putting a foot wrong. I can't even. Do you know what I mean? He's doing his job, so he just until something really just kind of goes left. I think he's got his place there.
I think with the amount of games that we're playing this under Carrick, obviously one game a week, pretty much. It seems like you got to really force your way into the starting 11 unless you've done something bad, really, or unless you have done something amazing. Even if you score a goal like Cooney was doing or Sesko has done, obviously you've got to really be able to, like, he trusts the people that he started with, and unless things start to go wrong, he's going to continue trusting you. But what I liked about Dalot was in that last game against Fulham, he slotted Mbeumo in nicely 1-on-1, and Mbeumo didn't quite manage to clip it over the goalkeeper. And in this game again, he's put a ball in. Sesko obviously made a difference there in historically, because I think he tried to hit Sesko, and then Bruno's coming on the back post. I mean, like, he's starting to deliver a bit. So I quite like that about him. The only two moments that I had a little bit of, so I thought we completely bossed that game yesterday, completely in control against them. The only two times that I had a little bit of a worry, one was when, I don't know what Shaw was doing, he just played the ball. Right into the middle, and maybe that was that Xavi Simons shot that you talked about, actually.
Yeah, it was. I remember.
It didn't do nothing with it. And the other time was Martinez when he was in acres, really. The ball's coming. He had no reason to.
That bad touch. I was so surprised. I was like, what are you doing? What's happening? The ball was high in the air. Like, I mean, I guess that's what makes a professional, right? Because you're expecting, just touch it, bring it down. For any of us, like, most people are not really going to control that. So it was a bit out of character for him, but it is what we got through it.
But you know what? flashback of my on Park Eagles days because one of our centre backs did that against the title chasers. Like they were a point behind us. It was like the 80th minute. The centre back, he controlled the ball and he just spun off of him, and they went and scored against Bardem, man. So it gave me flashbacks to that moment, man. And I still have Benici anyway. So Benici, if you're watching, like, but yeah, man. Like so, 2-0, nice and comfortable. Obviously, it would have been nice to get the third goal. Bruno Fernandes, though, man, another goal for him, man, and that's 200 goals and assists in like about 313 odd games. I mean, right now it seems like in terms of the form, like, is there anyone better than him right now in the Premier League that you can say, like, in form wise?
Probably not. Probably not. I mean, Haaland just scored today, but probably not. Form wise, Bruno's been excellent. It's a travesty that was even playing him the mid instead of the 10. He needs to be as close to goal as possible. It's crazy. Even when he was further away, he still was producing. You know what I mean? He still was producing. No, Bruno is just excellent, and I think there's been times when people were debating whether he's good. We should sell him when the Saudis came in, and this. I was thinking, nah, we'll struggle to replace such a quality player like that. We will struggle so much. So let's just enjoy it while it lasts now. You could argue City's feeling it, like, when, they've managed to replace a lot of players along the years, but Kevin De Bruyne, that hole that he's left, I don't think they're really sort of, do you know what I mean? That playmaking machine, that assist machine, I don't think they've replaced that, to be honest. I don't think they have, and you'll really feel it when the player's gone. So let's enjoy him while he's here. He's a legend for the club. He's been fantastic, captain fantastic. I think he should just keep. He's a machine as well, and I think he doesn't. Luckily, he's not a winger or anything, so he doesn't sprint. He does sprint, but he doesn't exert himself like that. So he can be playing at the top level for the next 5 years, easy.
Do you think so?
Easy,
okay,
easy.
He's what, 31 now?
He can play for the next 5 years.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't consider selling him in the summer then?
No.
Unless it was like a crazy offer. Yeah, I feel like he's the sort of player that especially the way he's playing right now.
Who would we get in?
That's the thing. And we've already got to replace Casemiro, Ugarte. You don't need to have to replace.
I think eventually maybe we might think maybe it might not be next season, it might be the season after. We might be thinking, it might be time to let Bruno go. I don't know when's his deal up. Like, let's say it's up in 2 years' time. Do we really want to renew it and all that kind of thing? Blah blah blah. So there's going to be a time where we're going to have to say goodbye. We're not ready for that yet. We can't have him and Casemiro going in the same season, and Maguire. And no, it don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. No, too much. If Casemiro goes, fine. He goes, let's bring in a midfielder, ease it, and then he gets up to speed. Don't know how long that takes. Boom, boom, boom. If Bruno eventually goes, then cool. Let's put the plans in place from now. That's a big player to go. Like, we can't just go and get some random. This is a big shoe to fill in a 10 position, attacking position for Manchester United. Yeah, we'll need to plan that one out. So for now, we have to have him for the next couple seasons, man.
Okay, well, looking at the way that we're playing right now, then obviously Carrick scores with 4 wins out of 4. I know we kind of touched on Amorim as well, but do you feel like there's any credit that Amorim deserves for the way that we're playing football now?
No.
As in, a good example, so Bruno Fernandes, when I watched him yesterday, some of the passing that he was doing, like, he was slowing the game down at times.
Yeah. I think I said this, but I don't know whether that's experience or whether that's because he had to play in the centre mid, so he couldn't go as gung-ho anymore. Do you know what I mean? And take as much risk. I'm not too sure which one it is, but if it is Amorim playing him as centre mid, then all right, thank you. But at the same time, he's further away from goal. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a bit of a tricky one to give credit to this guy that almost destroyed the club.
Wow, man! I don't know if it was that bad, but
it was, man. It's only just made me realize you can't this to be the manager or to be the coach for Manchester United. It just made me realize now and just during this period, it's just not keys you hand over to anyone. And do you know what I mean? It's just handing over the reins to this guy who's I'm going to play 3-4-3. It's going to be my way or the highway. It's going to be the no. You're going to follow our way. You know, you're going to do your bits, add in your ideas, but we've got a DNA. You're going to follow our format. Kind of like Barcelona, kind of like Real Madrid. You're going to follow. We're the big dogs. We're the ones who have built up this club and been successful and built up this whole brand. How are we now going to like bow down to some manager? The managers come and go, but the club stays. Do you know what I mean? It's a travesty that we gave the keys to this guy and he's telling me, I came in, I was supposed to be the manager. And I'm like, bro, slow your roll, mate. Slow your roll. Like, we've been building this thing for years and years and years. You're the coach. You're supposed to come here and be successful. If you can't, that's a fault on you. That's not on us. Don't say all this other stuff. Like, we can't hand over the keys. That whoever becomes the next manager, I said this in one of the, I think the Instagram group, whoever becomes the next manager, they need to understand Manchester United. Whether it's Carrick, whether it's someone else, Tuchel, Enrique, I don't know. But they need to understand Manchester United. And I think they need to keep some heads in and around there so you understand this is Manchester United. This is the way they play. This is what the fans want. This is how it goes. It's important because we lost that totally. We're hearing from the guy, we must suffer. We must. What are you talking about? Like, what? We must suffer. Are you sick? You can't be going there to Real Madrid, to Bayern Munich. I'm mentioning these clubs because that's the same stature. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We've got all right, albeit we haven't been as successful in the last 10 years or whatever long. I mean, even when we haven't won the league since 2013, we've still been winning trophies. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So even if we haven't been as successful, you can't be coming here telling us we're gonna suffer because all of this and this and that. It's the worst of this. And no, you're really bad. You came 15th. You came 15th, yeah. And what do you call it? You came 15th. You lost us the final. You can't even win games in a row, consecutive games. Like, what are we doing here? No.
Do you feel like that's been one of the biggest changes as well? Because maybe he was too honest for. I mean, I don't know if honest is even the right way, but too defeatist, I suppose. Like too negative at times in terms of the expectations of Manchester.
I think he's one. You know what? I look at him and it's just like I feel like Pep's come along and he's like, you know, sort of reinvented football, revolutionized football with the whole playing out from the back and doing this and inverted. He tries all these different things. I think he's a special case. He's one person. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Now everyone's trying to be this exciting young manager and try and reinvent the wheel. I can do this and I can do that. I'm so clever. And I think it's almost coming across quite self-centered. Like, do you know what I mean? I must show you how clever I am. But football is just about winning the match, putting the best players in the best positions, and do you know what I mean? Working hard. We're overcomplicating. It's not some mad equation. Like, don't get me wrong, Carrick is doing a terrific job and all this kind of thing. But anyone will tell you that Bruno should be in the 10. Anybody could tell you that. Bruno should be close to goal. Bruno should be in the 10. Manchester United, look at these players that you got. We can't play 3-4-3. Like, we need to play like maybe 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. What are we doing? But he's so self-centered within himself that I must play this way and show you that I can be successful by playing this way, like at the detriment to the club, that he was just going to go the whole way, like double down on being wrong and strong. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's just like, no. They're asking them, are you going to change it? Nah, like, I'll change it when, what was he saying?
Yeah, even the Pope asked me, I want to change it.
I'll change it when, if I feel like I want to change it, maybe later on change it, but I'm not changing it. Like, bro, like, that's why, this is how the conversation broke out. Because, what's the guy? Wilcox looking at this year, and we're just losing. We're just doing badly, innit? So it's just like, he's not telling them what to do, innit? He's left the reins. These guys are supporting him. He's just like, you sure you don't want to change? That's how it broke out, innit? Like, you sure you don't want to change it? And he's like, nah, these guys are telling me what to do. Bro, the whole job, it was too much for him. It was getting long. He was losing. He wasn't making as much progress. Bro, I saw one joke. I think Mercer was talking. I think it was on the overlap. He said after every game, he had his bags packed and he was at the airport ready to bus out. But they wouldn't sack him and they asked him to come back. And it's true. Every press conference, he'll just like, they want me here, I'll be here. If they don't want me, I'm gone.
But you know what? No, Ineos, though, at first, I feel like Ineos have partly to blame because they brought this guy in in the expectation that he's going to do his own thing. And like you said, we're now following his imprint rather than the Manchester United way. Whereas now, I feel like in the end, it was like a case of Wilcox and that, like, being like, do you know what? Like, this isn't really working. You might need to change. And like you're saying, his ego being like, nah, I'm not having this. And then
but maybe they thought that he was going to be playing the United way. I just think it will be a good learning curve for him as a manager, though. Like, he's gonna, if he wants to still double down and all this kind of thing, then fine. He's gonna be out of work, mate, and he's gonna fail. But if he's clever enough to kind of be self-aware, then I think he might maybe put his hands up. You know what? I think I got it wrong. I went into a club, into a different country, and I tried to do Mr. Big Dog and it's gonna be my way or the highway. It didn't work, and I got sacked. It didn't work. If you can be naive enough to start blaming other people, then he hasn't got a good career ahead. But if he can put his hands up and be like, I got that wrong, you know, I got that wrong. Next time, let me try and see. Let me do what works. Like, let me try. Obviously, I want to play this way, but that way worked in Portugal. That way might not work in Prem. That way might not work with this group of players. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's why I was so annoyed, because I was saying, I remember, and I was saying this to David. David was just like, oh, the players are shit. The players are shit. I was like, bro, we've got good players. We just got a bad manager. The manager's not putting the players in the right places and motivating the players to play. I say motivate. All right, the players should be motivated to play, but he's not playing the players in the right positions.
Not getting the best out of them.
We've got good players.
Yeah.
A good manager will get the maximum out of his players. Now we're getting the maximum out of our players, and that's high, because we've got very, very good players. If you see, what's his name, Villa manager, Emery, he's getting the maximum out of his players, even though they're not the top players. Because on paper, what do you call it? City, Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea,
and Liverpool.
Liverpool. That's five, six. They're all really ahead of Villa in terms of player quality. Do you know what I'm trying to say? When you're thinking about player quality, but Emery is a good manager because he's able to get the best out of those players. Even though that's an average player, I'm going to make sure week in, week out, I'm going to make sure he's performing at like an 8 or a 9. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm getting the best out of him. And that's what I was saying to David. I was just like, this manager he's not getting the best out of our players. It's not the players. We can't keep saying we're going to ship out all the players and the players and the players. Then what's the point of even having a manager then? If it's always down to the manager's supposed to get
bucks up to the manager, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, in terms of where we are then, we're currently sitting in 4th place. Liverpool just lost to City, so we've got a 5-point buffer against the top 6. Have you started to adjust in terms of where you're thinking that we might end and land at the end of the season? I mean, there's still a lot of football to play. We still got 13 games to go, so still over a third of the season to go. But with how things have started under Carrick, with where things are now, do you feel like Europe is on and potentially Champions League as well?
No, I think Champions League is 100% on. Champions League is 100%. Yeah, 100%. What's that, top 4, right? Or top 5?
Top 5, probably. Yeah. So Chelsea
Champions League is 100% on. And I think you or somebody else mentioned we're looking at City, who do we want to win, who do we want to lose, or Villa's result. I'm telling you now, I think the way the season is, all we got to do is concentrate on ourselves. We concentrate on ourselves, we win our games, we've got Champions League football. It's as simple as, we ain't got to worry about I wasn't even thinking today who do I want to win or lose. But to be fair, I was thinking City to make the title race a little bit more interesting as opposed to Arsenal going away with it. Because now Arsenal's like, oh, okay, cool. Do you know what I mean? They lose another game or anything. Now it's really exciting. And then you see them playing under pressure. You know what I'm trying to say? But I didn't feel like I wanted City to win or wanted Liverpool to. No. I think we will do well. We're in a different space now, and we've got professionals. We've got the right people in place. Do you know what I mean? Carrick knows the club, been there, understands it, gets it. Everyone's familiar. People don't talk about it much, but people are starting to realize there's a guy in the background as well. Very, 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 very experienced man. People they're thinking that this is just happening and it's just by luck. Nah, he's seen it all. He's seen it on international with Southgate. You think it's coincidence? He's working with Southgate, and then England have done the best that they've done in the last 50 years when they've got to what? Two finals, or was it? Or
Steve Holland. Yeah, it was 2 finals, like the Euros and the against Italy and Spain, isn't it? Yeah. Euros and the World Cup. Right, yeah.
Was it World Cup? Was it World Cup?
Maybe it was 2 Euros. I can't remember.
Was it 2 Euros?
Yeah, it must have been 2 Euros.
Euros was definitely Italy. I think it was 2 Euros.
Yeah, Spain as well. Yeah, it must have been 2 Euros.
Where did England finish in the World Cup? I can't remember now.
We got knocked out by Spain again. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, very experienced operator. What he's worked with Jose Mourinho.
Yeah,
he's worked with. Was he worked at Liverpool as well? He worked at all the big clubs.
I think it was caretaker as well. Like for like during the caretaker manager when the Hiddink or something like that took over, he was assistant.
Oh, he's been. I was seeing his CV. I was thinking this guy's been around. This guy's
been around. United fan as well.
Yeah. He wasn't even working. He's been out of work. He's just been sitting in Manchester, just chilling.
Like that's
and the things you hear, like, bro, this is what I'm saying. These results, like, you might be thinking, oh, whatever. You can't. All right, fine. You might beat City. Okay, cool. That can happen. We play the big games. You might beat Arsenal. There's lightning strike twice like that. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? These men are putting in mad work. They were saying, like, even on their way back, they're already after City. They're already watching all the tapes of Arsenal. Stephen Holland. He's watching all the tapes. He's sending clips to the players. Yo, watch this. This is what's happening. Boom, 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 boom. We've got serious people in charge now. Woodgate, I don't know that much about, and Evans, whatever. Apparently, Evans is the one that helped with the set piece thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. It was Evans. Carrick said in the press conference that, or the post match, he said, it was Evans that had been working on it with them, and it was its idea, blah, blah, blah. But we've got Steve Holland, like, behind there pulling the strings. Serious stuff, man. Serious. We're not about to been there, done that. He gets it. All these different situations, going away to this crowd and that. Because think about it, we had Amarin, as good as he was at Porto and done, he ain't been there. You don't know what it's like going away ground at West Ham, away at Burnley.
Premier League, a different ball.
It's a different ball game, man. The other leagues, it's not like that. Like, they don't mind to play somewhere in the crowd. Like, the fans even sit with each other. I'm sure in Real Madrid, when I'm watching them, I see the fans. Like, I see Barcelona, I see Real Madrid fans. They're wearing the kit. Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I think so. I think they do that. Yeah,
like, watch the crowd. Like, when you watch highlights or watch the crowd, sometimes I see fans. They've got the same. Here, they'll kill you. I mean, but that can't happen. Like, it can't happen. This is real tribal stuff. Like, you cannot. Going away at St. James's Park, these grounds, like, where the crowd's on top of you, it's rocking, the place is rocking. Back in the day when you'd come in, even on a coach, rocking the coach. You know, when teams used to go away to Leeds, rocking the coach. They're ready in your head. You think this is Portugal. You won't, if you ain't experienced it, you won't get the ebbs and flows. You won't get it. That's why we need people who get it. Carrick's been there, he gets it. He knows that. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Emirates gonna be rocking. Boys, calm down. Don't worry. Just keep playing your game. Even when we're going to go, we want to go down. Don't worry about it. We might go down. It's okay. Just keep going. Keep playing. Just trust me. Keep playing. Keep playing. Boom, boom, boom. We won.
And that's what I like to see. He's done it. So we've been 1-0 down at the Emirates. We've been leading against at the Emirates and having to get pegged back. We've been leading 2-0 against Fulham, getting pegged back. And in all those times, we've still shown character to be able to come through. And obviously,
character.
So with that being said, the 5-5. Do you feel like, I mean, this is the first time that Carrick hasn't had a full week to prepare for a game. Do you feel like that's going to make any difference at all?
Nah, I think now he's been with the guys long enough. So what, it would have been nearly like 4 weeks there or so, isn't it? 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, come up to the fourth. Well, you're right, about 4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks now. I think he's been with them quite some time now, and they'll get it. And then playing on the training pitch, because there's been a week normally between each game, not like playing like a Champions League fixture or anything like that. So I think they're really going to be drummed into what Carrick's expectations is. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And the methods. Do you know what I mean? So
it's almost like a pre-season. Like, obviously, they've been playing games, but they've been able to train in these times as well.
Yeah, train properly, sort of thing. So, yeah, I think West Ham, it's going to be a tricky game. I can't lie. And they've been looking all right still.
Recent record is pretty good, actually. I think they've won like 3 of the last 4. And even that game against Chelsea.
Yeah,
So
they lost last minute, isn't it?
yeah, they were 2-0 up. Obviously, they should have won that game, and then I
Yeah,
was like,
we got to weather that. We got to
change.
weather that first 15-minute, 20-minute storm.
They're
Do you
going
know
to
what
be
I mean?
rocking as well.
They're going to be rocking. Upton Park or London Stadium. I was about to say Upton Park. London Stadium's going to be rocking. It's going to be rocking. We just have to weather it. We just have to
Yeah,
weather it. Who do you play centre forward? It's some new guy. I can't remember his name.
yeah, it is. Yeah. So I don't know.
You know, they've got this centre midfielder. Apparently, was rumored to that we've been looking at him. Fernandez, I think. It's quite good.
And yeah. Dale, like he's been chatting about him for a while. Actually, he's like been bigging him up. But yeah, Castellanos or something like that. They've got fullbacks.
Their left good. Left back is good as well.
The off is class. Like I think Ahmad could smoke him, but yeah, he's solid when it comes to. He's got good delivery.
Good delivery, man. Obviously Bowen as well. Keep an eye on Bowen as well. He's a talisman.
Yeah. They got some decent players, but we can definitely get. I mean, that first game, the fact that we drew them, I thought that was quite a terrible draw. We should have definitely beaten them that game, but I don't know. I feel like on the left because Wan-Bissaka, obviously we know how good he is when it comes to an out-and-out winger that's coming trying to go past him, but someone like Acuna could be quite. Good.
Yeah, you know what? Funny you say that because last game, even though it sets up with Cunha on the left, I hardly ever saw him there. He was either on the right or in the centre. He was in the centre a lot.
And Buma went over to the left quite a lot. And then that's when the chance came. He was over on the left. Actually, he started, I think, for especially most of that first half anyway, he was starting on the left, actually. So he could do something similar again, where he starts on the left. And then they rotate a bit as well. And Bruno as well. There was a time where Bruno goes out to the left and then Cunha will go up top as well. So
it'll be interesting to see how we do it this time, though.
Yeah, I mean, would you change anything then going into this game? Would you name another unchanged 11 because it's quite a quick turnaround?
Yeah, unchanged, man. Unchanged. It's good for the boys as well, man. Unchanged, man. I feel sorry for some of the other boys as well, like Heaven, Euro.
Yeah. Xerxes came on actually in the last game. But you know what I loved is that the fact that Xerxes hadn't played a minute under Carrick, but that Fulham game when Sesko scores, obviously Sesko is his rival, but you see the first person, the one that's cheering the loudest is Xerxes. Seems like he's building a nice atmosphere within the group,
he is, man. You want to get Carrick is one of them people you want to get behind him. He's like one of them bosses that you have. Like he's just so nice, so you almost want to do more for him because he's such a nice guy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, but Xerxes, I mean, he ain't gonna be here next season. Let's be honest.
And Agate, I think they're both gone.
Yeah, they're both gone. Man. They're both gone. Even to be honest, Sesko, I just think because of the price tag, if it was another.
Sesko class. I wouldn't mind getting another striker in. And even the way that we've got set up now is that Mbeumo is obviously playing as striker and Sesko is coming in as support. For someone that's like 22, I don't think that's that bad. I think it's actually an ideal situation where you're not putting him in. He's the number 9, where he's the one that we're now relying upon. I think you actually said this about signing someone like a Watkins. You don't want to rely on a young.
This is what I kept saying because I kept saying when we had Amarin, this is why I said this Sesko won't make it. He won't make it with us because the platform is not there. The setup is not there for him to do well. There's just going to be too much pressure on Sesko to do well, and he's not going to do well. Then it's going to be like, oh, you flopped. When really, it's come to a new league, all this kind of thing. We're going to say, yeah, give him time, but it's not true. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We're going to be expecting our centre forward to bang. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And like you said, like I said from before, this is what I kept saying, and I was arguing, I think, with David or something like that. I was like, bro, like, we haven't got the platform for young players to do well at the moment. But what Carrick has done is top class. He said, okay, cool. We need to get points. We need to do this thing. Let me get experienced heads around this thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'll bring in Sesko as and when. Do you know what I mean? We need to go a little bit different. We got a little bit of room. We got capacity. Maybe we're up 2-3-0. Let me bring him in. But to now just put your hat on him to deliver to you, he can't do that right now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's just not that person. He's just not. He needs to be eased into it. And it's good that he's on the bench now and he's looking at Mbeumo. And he's looking at Bremo just putting it in the net, week in, week out, putting it in the net. And he's probably chewing at the bits like, I want to do that as well. That's why when he came on and scored that goal, it's like, yes, finally. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he was probably pissed that he didn't score that other one. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
but it's good. It's just unfortunate we haven't got like League Cup or something like that or FA Cup for him to really, because we'll start him straight away in those games. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But
for sure.
it's good. That's what I like. Now there's no point. I think Mbremo has to start, and then unless there's injuries or we're thinking to really go a different way in a certain game, then bring in Sesko. But he's just not there. He's just not there yet. You know what I mean?
But one thing, even though you're right in terms of he's not quite that sharpshooter that you need, that's going to just like have that chance. I mean, most strikers, they need a few chances, like really, like it's not just one and then bang. Well, Sesko, I mean, Boomer's obviously been quite lethal. But one thing that I found with Sesko is that he does seem to be getting opportunities. Like with Højlund, there'll be like games where he just wouldn't have any shots. Like you just any threat. Whereas every game he seems to be a threat. Even the goal that we scored against Tottenham, it was Dalot putting the ball across over to Sesko, which was just a bit too high. But then you had Bruno coming in at the back, and then obviously the chance that Bruno like. But that's where you're talking about the inexperience. Like a top striker really should know this surroundings, know they got time, control that ball, and just get it off 3-0. So you need him to be able to get that, but also just have that killer instinct where, with his size, his pace, he should be bullying teams. Like he should be getting to a point where he can bully these other players because he's got the physique to do that. Like, and I hope in that with Carrick in place, we can get him to a place where he actually starts seeing, like, just using his attributes to the best because he's got some good qualities about him. So in that learning ground. Like you said, the fact that he's not our number one striker, we're solely relying on him. Now he can be eased in, and hopefully, just that will improve him going into next season when we have plenty of games. So you wouldn't make any changes then? You would obviously play the same front three. And do you expect 5-5? Do you expect my man to get his haircut? Do you think there's too much gimmick about this as well? Or not really? Do you think there's too much gimmick about this, or do you think that's just irrelevant? Like that's just noise in the background.
I think it's irrelevant. I've not really. It's whatever, isn't it? Like, but I just want us to win. Do you know what I mean? I'm not thinking about the guy's haircut. But I think it's going to be tough. I think I want us to get like an early goal or something, man. Just to really.
West Ham fans are quite toxic.
Yeah, I don't want them to score first or anything like that. I want us to try and, if we can get an early goal, some sort of set piece or something, penalty or something, let them get a red card, and then like let's just cool, settle down. I mean, not too long, 0-0, 0-0, and then do you know what I mean? But it's going to be a tough game. Away from home, West Ham, then a relegation fight. They're going to be fighting for their life. I mean, giving it all for the fans coming out on a weekday. So the
no team conceded more than West Ham, and we're up there with, I think it was only City and Arsenal that have scored more goals than us. So one thing that we could potentially, I mean, we should be able to create chance against them, and it's about, like you said, being clinical. If we can get that early goal, that crowd will start. If we go 1 or 2-0 up before half time,
that would be perfect. Oh, we'll see, man. If we don't, I don't think it's the end of the world. I mean, we're still.
Well, if we don't win,
there. Yeah, I think at minimum we get a draw. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want us to get the win. So I think it's going to be tough.
A win would be massive. It's got to be like one game at a time that we're taking at the moment. But like if we can win that game,
I don't know who's after West Ham.
So we got a little bit of a break as well after West Ham, but the next game after that is not like 2 weeks later against Everton away, who are in a fairly good form as well at the moment. Everton.
Amarin would never understand going away at Everton, new ground, all that jazz. Everyone's going to be gassed.
Manchester United.
These are teams' biggest matches of the season. Let's get a W over Man United. Do you know
Jimmy
what I mean?
Garner. Yeah, especially if they won their first game as well. That first game against 10 men, they're going to be like well up for it as well. So
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, our next few against West Ham, I feel we're going to beat them, man. I'm quite confident going into that game. I feel like we're going to beat them 3-1. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I don't know. We might do. No, they'll get a chance. Bowen or something. Bowen always seems to like find we'll give him something. But I think we'll cruise to a victory. I think we'll cruise to a 3-1 victory again. We should have scored 3 against Spurs, man. But yeah, I think West Ham will offer chances, especially if we go up early. Then they'll start getting a bit panicky. They'll open up space at the back, and someone like an Mbeumo will be able to punish him on the break. Like Bruno will find these spaces, and yeah, we'll punish them. The crowd will start getting toxic. They'll start getting onto them. And I mean, as good a form that West Ham have been on lately, they haven't. I mean, when they've obviously played the likes of Chelsea, that like they conceded 3 goals. They played Wolves, I think, and they got smashed 3-0 as well. So, like when their heads are down, they are a terrible team. And I mean, they when their heads are down, they play terribly. I don't think their players are that bad. But yeah, I feel like that's the type of team that we can get at. But no, I'm feeling quite confident. I feel like our star man is going to be Brian and Boom and Bruno Fernandes. Those two have really been our key men for the season, and we need to defend well. And I feel like Maguire and Martinez, they're forming a good solid. I mean, the whole back four, man, the back five actually, the men's as well. I like the way he control the balls, and I just feel like we need to, like Carrick will hopefully tell him just to cut, forget the past 4 games. This is a new game now. Concentrate on West Ham, win this game, and then we just continue. Just continue taking one game at a time, winning it. Like you said, forgetting about everybody else, do our job, and then let the West worry about it itself. So that's the key. Well, we will get our prediction videos in, and Sunday, it's Tuesday, so quick turnaround for the next game. But anything that you want to share before we call it a wrap?
Who's your
man of the match?
Who would be your top choice for midfield replacements for Casemiro?
Oh, good question. So I really like Belieber. Yeah, I know that he fell off a little bit at the start of the season, but I still actually think he will be quite a solid replacement. I feel like he would pair well with Mainu, because I feel like Mainu's gonna be part of United for a long time. I actually think he's better than we were saying at the start of the season. But Anderson as well. I think Anderson's class. Like, he's got the way that he wins the ball back. But replacing Casemiro is going to be so tough. I feel like any of these players that we have, there's going to be certain things that we're not going to get that Casemiro offers. Even the aerial ability, the way that he can score these important goals for us. Man. Like, so we're going to miss that. But I would say those would be my 2. I do like Wharton, but I feel like in terms of him, I'm thinking just in the combinations that we'll have. I don't think Wharton, Mainu, and Bruno is as solid as it needs to be. I feel we need more.
I think Anderson brings that steel. Like, it's just like he's solid. He is solid, man. I want him going away from home in them grounds, man, where it gets a bit rough and ready. He's ready to get dirty, roll his sleeves up. I'd like to think. I think we would need another midfielder as well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if we could, let's say we get rid of Ugarte.
If things go so great, this season, and we do get Champions League football, we're gonna need to make probably 4 or 5 buys, you know.
Yeah, we're definitely. I mean, what other positions?
We're gonna need a much more. You see the way Arsenal have got almost 2 squads to just hit on all fronts. We're gonna need to be like that again when we're having, we'll need what do we have? We have Ahmed on the right, but who else?
In Mbumo, that's only if you're not playing him up top.
All right, we can call it Mbumo, but on the left, I think we're going to need someone else as well.
Definitely, the left, I think, is one of the biggest things that we'll need going into next season.
Do we have a replacement left back?
Shaw and Dorgu, but it depends where you're playing Dorgu.
Is Dorgu a left back now?
It depends where you're playing him. He seems like for me, he's our utility player. He's our Jason Park. That guy that you can put in that just trust and rely on.
I think the defense is okay. We need a replacement goalkeeper for Altaid, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Brian Deer's got to go.
Brian Deer's got to go. But we need. I think the defense will be all right, because if we've got De Ligt, Martinez, Heaven, Euro, I think that's good. 2 young ones coming through, 2 experienced one, because I think Maguire's going to go. On the right, Dalio Mazraoui. I mean, if we can upgrade on the right back in the summer, that would be great too. Left back, we could swap and change between Shaw and Dorgu. I think definitely we need another midfielder, like an 8 for Mainu replacement. Not replacement, but do you know what I mean?
In that case, a Wharton would be ideal for that. Like having a Wharton and Mainu competing together would be that. For me, that would be class.
Yeah.
But then it's just would Mainu be able to keep his place ahead of a Wharton?
I don't think so.
That'd be another story. Yeah.
If we got Anderson and Wharton, Mainu's not starting, mate.
But I mean, so like, is that even that bad a thing to like? You need
It's
them.
not. It's a great thing, but no, actually, it's great. It doesn't matter because there's so many games.
Yeah,
We've just
sure.
been unfortunate this season. It's just been so stupid. Grimsby, FA Cup, and all this kind of thing. No European football, but this is a bit of an anomaly, really. Like
Sure.
on another season, this is where those cups are the ones we normally win. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's
Yeah.
where we get our trophies if we don't go for the league. So this season's a bit of an anomaly. Next season, yeah, we're going to be in all those cups. You know what I'm trying to say? So we're going to need a squad. So yeah, actually, we should actually probably be going for Walton and Anderson if we're honest.
Yeah.
Both of them.
We're gonna have the money for it if we make Champions League as well. So,
Yeah.
and then okay, yeah. So left winger we definitely need. Well, you wouldn't contemplate Rashford. I think that's like. I mean, would you contemplate Rashford?
I don't know. There's a lot of different rumors, but I think he seems quite happy and settled. The team seems quite happy and settled with him. It'll just be a matter of money if they can just like negotiate. Yeah. I mean, it would be great to have him. You know, but what Rashford do we get? I mean, from a personal point of view, he's probably thinking, "Do I really want to go back into all of that?" Do you know what I mean?
There'll be a lot of like people will be on his touch and stuff like that, and like straight away, the atmosphere might be a bit too toxic for him. Like,
but to be honest, I think it would be all right. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say I don't know. Let's say it's Carrick, and he comes into this team that we've got now. That's like almost quite. Everyone knows their job. They know what they're doing. You got to work hard. You got to do this. It's not all of this confusion. I think he would have to just roll his sleeves up and he'll get it. And I think he could do well. He'll slot right in on the left, really. But
true.
There's the other side. Is this chapter closed?
I'm thinking it is. I mean, I'm a big Rashford fan myself, but I feel like the chapter is closed. Like, for both sides, I feel like it's better for him and better for us if we just move on. Especially if he stays at Barcelona, that'd be quite good. So
yeah, that'd be good for him. He can learn Spanish or something, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like.
The only thing is, who do you get in replace? Like signing a left winger is not going to be cheap.
Yeah, there's one player that plays for Juventus, Yilmaz or something like that. He's been pretty good. Okay. He's pretty good, but it's difficult, man. A winger. If we look in the league,
who's playing left wing that looks that good in the league?
I'm not sure.
Matoma?
I don't know. I feel like he's gone off the boil a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting a bit older now, so. But
he doesn't look as good anymore. Yeah, it's few and far between top midfielders, top wingers.
And another striker. We'll need another striker, I reckon, as well.
We'll need another striker.
But would you sign like an experienced?
I do like PSG's Doué, but I think that's a bit unrealistic, really. French.
Why does he start? Yeah, I mean, he has to sell into a new league. Does he start regularly for them?
Yeah, pretty much. I think so. It's between him, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and yeah.
I keep thinking that'll be bucks.
And the other guy, what's the other? Bacola as well.
Yeah, they'll demand
big money. Not realistic. He gets paid a lot of money for such a young kid as well. I think he gets paid maybe 200
money. And then manager-wise, I mean, now we're on PSG, obviously Enrique. But if Carrick is doing well and gets us to, I don't know, let's say he gets us into a top 3 position, would you still be inclined to offer it to, let's say Enrique is available, would you say to our Carrick, you've done a great job, but it's time for us to move on? Or would you give it to Enrique? And or would you keep him? Reason why I say Enrique, because I think he's probably the best candidate out there outside of the others.
What about Tuchel?
I mean, I would take these ordinarily, but not if, for me, it's for Carrick to lose. As in, if he continues with this form, I feel like if you're just setting up the next manager to like just be on. Imagine Carrick goes in, finishes third, top 3, yeah, and then the new manager comes in and he's not doing well. Everyone's gonna be like, "What are you doing? Like, how can you sack? Why would you have got rid of the manager that's done all this? He's under so much pressure."
I think it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you give it to Carrick and then if you start the season and we're not starting so well, this is why you should have got a professional. Do you know what I mean? So either way, it's gonna be peak. Like, do you know what I mean? So Enrique, I don't know. It just depends on. They need to have the conversation with him, and they need to see whether this guy gets it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Is he a proven winner and all this kind of thing? Like, yes, he's proved it at PSG, he's proved it at Barcelona, blah, blah, blah. But does he understand Manchester United? That's very important, because if he's now thinking, oh, I'm going to do the Luis Enrique way, I get it to an extent, but you got to understand the club that you're coming to. You know what I'm trying to say? We're not handing over the reins. We're telling you, we're giving you a remit to work in, but this is Manchester United. This is our DNA. This is how we play. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, I don't know. It depends. If you, like I said, whoever is in charge, they need to get it.
Yeah,
they need to get it. They need to get the club. We can't do this thing again where we're just giving it out to people like it's just free. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a precious thing. It's a. You hear the Carrick talking about it, and you know, even when Fletcher did the caretaker, and it's like, yeah, like it's such an honor. It is, and we're giving it out like it's nothing. It's not. We need to be very careful who we hand that to. So, I don't know. Enrique's got to want it. He's got to want to come to Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, I want to be part of this. I want to do well. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say as well?
Yeah.
Like, not
I'm
like
PSG for Manchester United, because that's a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh no, like, oh, all right, I'll come, but it has to be my no, none of that. No, like, it almost has to be a bit like, I know, not in a big headed thing, but almost like, no, I'll drop my bags if Manchester United come calling for me. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I really want to. I want to be part of this. Like, if you hear the way Mbeumo speaks, like when he came around to sign up for me, it's like, it was only Manchester United. Once I knew, you know, Tottenham there, Manchester United there, these guys, nah, it was Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? It has to be like that. It has to be like that.
So some of the other managers then, like the Eddie Howes, the Glasners, the Iriolas, then would you like? Would it have to be someone like an Enrique, Tuchel?
I can't lie. I do like Eddie Howe though.
Yeah,
I know Newcastle.
This season, there's been a bit of a fall off.
Oh, they've done poorly. I was watching their game yesterday. They did poorly against Brentford. But I think to myself also, like, Newcastle hasn't got the same resources as Manchester United. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Has Eddie Howe got the best out of that Newcastle team? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but now, I mean, obviously they saw Isak, which was their best player, which obviously is going to make a difference. Yeah, but has he got a talent ID? I don't know how signings get made over there, but the signings.
He doesn't need to have the talent. He doesn't need to have the talent ID.
Yeah, I guess
we don't need. We didn't need Amarin to have the talent ID. Like, Amarin didn't buy Mbeumo. He just said we need players in this position. Okay, cool. We'll get Mbeumo's a target. We've identified him. We've seen him. He's a good player. We're getting Mbeumo. Cunha, we're getting Cunha. You need a goalkeeper. We're getting Lamens. Oh, you need a striker. We're gonna get Sesko. Oh no, I want Watkins. No, we're gonna get Sesko. He's got the right age profile. Amarin doesn't make the purchases. Eddie Howe won't make the right purchase. Won't make the purchases. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of his coaching, and in terms of him getting it, I know we're gonna do this kind of recent bias and look at Newcastle and they're doing so poorly. Eddie Howe's a good manager, man.
No, I do.
He's a good manager. Like, I think he's a good manager, and he's just got his hands tied really a little bit as well. Like, if you look at the players they got, like, they got a good midfield with Joe Linton and Bruno and Talani, but I mean their front three. What is that like? Alanga's been so shit.
Alanga's a terrible signing. Jacob Murphy.
The thing is with Alanga, it's a shame because he was doing so well last year. That's how bad the move. Because he was doing so well at Forest. I remember when he scored. Did he score against Man United?
He went through the whole pitch against us.
He won the whole pitch.
Yeah, Garnacho just trying to.
Alanga was doing. Forest last season, I remember they had Alanga one side, they had Callum Hudson-Odoi the other side. Alanga was doing so well, so I get the move, but maybe, I don't know, it just hasn't quite hit for him. They played Jacob Murphy, they got Gordon. Do you know what I mean? Like, these guys, you can't compare Gordon to Mbeumo. You know what I'm trying to say? So imagine now Eddie Howe able to apply his methodologies, because for me, all right, this season's been bad, but he's managed to get the best out of those boys. Do you know what I mean? He squeezes the last juices. He gets the best out of those players, man. He got them Champions League football. He got them a cup. They haven't won a cup in how many years? He got them the League Cup, bro. Who's that? Come on, yeah,
Dale.
Fudgy.
Hope you're ready.
Yeah,
Hope you're ready for Tuesday.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so he got them. He got them. So I think he's done really well to take Newcastle where they're from, where they were. But I feel like it's just kind of like, I think when he got Newcastle job and he got the job, he built up, and they were going like that. They're going up, they're going up, they're going up, going up. And I just think now they've just kind of hit that ceiling where there's only so far that they can go, especially with their resources, especially with the players that they got. And they lost Isak. So now it's just like they're kind of like tailing off a little bit now because it's almost all of that built up. Like we've done so well, like we're really good. And then now it's like, where can we really go now? And it's just kind of like, oh, like they're just kind of a bit. But I think he's still a great manager, man. He's a good head to have if we was going to look to, go with someone.
Yeah, but I feel like, Carrick would need to fall off for me to want to go for a manager like that now. Like he would need to have we'll need to like finish sixth or something like that for me to think that he's someone that we should start to look at again. Because like all their managers, I mean, I like them, Glasner, Ireola, I think they'll all be okay, like decent managers, but it's just going to be ridiculous. Like the amount of pressure on someone like an Enrique, at least he's got a track record where you can be like, okay, yeah, this guy's actually won titles before. But for these other managers who've never won titles, it'll be like, oh yeah, this club's too big for them. We had Michael Carrick that was already in the place there. And let's say Carrick goes to a Tottenham and starts doing well there as well. It's going to be like even worse. Like you'll be like, what have we done? Like it just. So I get the damned if we do, damned if we don't kind of side of things. But I also think, but the falling off starts Tuesday in East London. No, I don't. As much as I feel like West Ham are in good form right now, their fans are toxic. Dale, you'll be the first one that'll be booing there right at that stadium. So I don't feel like it's something that we need to worry about. So I feel like this is we need, if we win that game, we've got a 2-week break. I don't know if we're going to go on some summer break or whatever, but
I think they're trying to get friendlies in.
I see that, but I would have thought they would have announced them by now. Do you know what I mean? If we were going to do that, because maybe we're there to change it up. Maybe
give the boys a break.
Yeah, I'm thinking now. Maybe they thought, okay, yeah, maybe we should look at that. But right now, that they don't need to go down that route anymore. And I feel like they're going to be like, let's actually just concentrate on giving these guys some training with the new setup. And yes, even some warm weather training. Go somewhere hot. Like do some training for a week or so. Yeah, do some training for a week. Start feeling good, and then come back refreshed and continue winning every game. Get my man his haircut. That's the only clipping that's going to be clipping off the man's hair. So yeah, don't worry about that. But I feel like we've been going just over an hour actually now. So we should leave that there and have our prediction video and get ready for the game on Tuesday.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah, man. Well, so if you're new to the channel, again, do subscribe. Give us a like while you're out there too. And we'll be back for the prediction video. All right. In a bit. Come on, United.